Stephen Covey once said that effectiveness is not about being busy, it's about being focused. You wake up in the morning full of energy, ready to have a productive day, but then you check your to-do list, and it's already overwhelming. You rush from one task to another, answering emails, scrolling through your phone, trying to stay productive. You tell yourself you're making progress, but something feels off. And then, at night, lying in bed, a thought hits you. I was busy all day, but did I actually achieve anything meaningful? It feels like running on a treadmill. You're exhausted, but going nowhere. And deep down, you start asking yourself, is this really what success and productivity are supposed to feel like? The truth is, most people confuse being busy with being effective, but real productivity isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters most. That's where the 7 habits of highly effective people come in. Simple, powerful self-improvement habits that can transform your mindset, improve your focus, and help you build a life with real purpose. Let's begin. Habit 1. Be proactive. Most people live life like passengers in a car. When things go wrong, they complain. They blame others. They react emotionally. But highly effective people do something different. They take responsibility. They take control of their life. They ask one simple question. What can I do right now? Instead of focusing on problems, they focus on solutions. They understand that while they can't control everything, they can always control their response, their effort, their attitude, their actions. This is the foundation of discipline and personal growth, because the moment you stop blaming is the moment you start changing your life. Habit 2. Begin with the end in mind. Imagine climbing a ladder for years, working harder every single day, only to realize it's leaning against the wrong wall. That's what happens when you chase success without clarity, without direction. Even hard work can lead you nowhere. Highly successful people don't just ask, what do I want? They ask, why do I want it? They define their values, their goals, their vision for the future. They think long term, because when you have a clear destination, your daily actions start to make sense. You stop chasing distractions and start building a life aligned with your purpose. Habit 3. Put first things first. Picture a jar. If you fill it with sand first, there's no room for anything else. But if you put the big rocks in first, everything else fits around them. Your big rocks are the things that truly matter. Your health, your relationships, your deep work, your long-term goals. But most people fill their lives with distractions first. Notifications, emails, endless scrolling, and then they wonder why they never have time. Highly effective people understand priority. They focus on what moves their life forward, not just what feels urgent, but what is truly important. That's how real productivity works. Habit 4. Think win-win. Most people see life as a competition. If someone else wins, they lose. But successful people think differently. They believe success is not limited. Opportunities can be created. Value can be shared. They look for solutions where everyone benefits. In business, in relationships, in everyday life. Because when people feel valued, they want to collaborate. And when people collaborate, everyone grows faster. Win-win thinking builds trust, and trust builds long-term success. Habit 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Most people don't really listen. They interrupt, they assume, they prepare their reply while the other person is still talking. But highly effective communicators do the opposite. They listen with intention. They listen to understand, not to respond. They pay attention to words, but also to emotions. And when people feel truly understood, something powerful happens. They open up, they trust you, they connect with you, and only then does your voice truly matter, because real influence begins with understanding. Habit 6. Synergize. One person alone can achieve a lot, but together, people can achieve extraordinary results. Different strengths, different skills, different perspectives. When combined, they create something greater. That's synergy. It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about bringing out the best in others, because when the right people work together, ideas improve, solutions expand, results multiply. That's how great teams and great success are built. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Imagine trying to cut a tree with a dull blade. You work harder and harder, but it only gets more difficult. That's how most people approach life. Always busy, always tired, always chasing more productivity, but never stopping to improve themselves. Highly effective people understand something important. Rest is not a waste of time. Growth requires renewal. They invest in 4 key areas: their body, through exercise and rest; their mind, through learning and reading; their relationships, through connection and kindness; their inner life, through reflection and purpose. Because long-term success requires balance, and true productivity comes from energy, not just effort. So here's the truth. A meaningful and successful life isn't built on luck or talent or intelligence. It's built on habits. Small daily habits that shape your mindset, your actions, and your future. The way you think, the way you work, the way you live. It all comes down to what you do consistently. So now the question is simple. Which habit will you start today? And more importantly, Will you stay consistent with it? Because one small change, repeated daily, can completely transform your life. And if this made you think, even for a moment, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because real self-improvement doesn't just stay with you, it spreads.